Testing, testing, testing.
Okay.
How do you hear me?
Good.
Is this better than the little walkie-talkie phone that I had you guys carrying around?
Yeah.
Why is it better?
Because you're louder.
And is it because it's on a tablet instead of a radio?
Nah. The tablet's too big.
You don't like the fact that you can play on the tablet and be able to do other stuff and have a radio on there?
It all seems the same. It's too big. Can't fit in my pocket.
Can't fit in your pocket? But what if you're like at your desk or somewhere, you're able to talk through this and be able to do a lot of work on it, to include typing and doing homework, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it is better.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So
Okay.
this is okay. So folks, I've done some videos. We've talked about the push to talk networks, and you know, LMR is never going to go away. Land mobile radio, the old school walkie talkies and those CB style radios for police work and emergency service, it will still be there. But something I learned even when I was working on my master's was that you need to get to the user. The user level is most important, because all of this equipment, all this technology is for nothing if you can't get people to use it. And so the best test is actually working with people of this new generation that are getting ready to join the workforce. Something I learned when I was working as a warden was that we couldn't get these young people, the last generation of the workforce, to use computers anymore. Desktop computers and even laptops are kind of like going away. And I was seeing that everything's being done on a phone, a smartphone or smart device, or on some type of a tablet. And so I reached out to my friends at T-Mobile. T-Mobile has been, we've had a great relationship for the past 23 years. And I reached out to T-Mobile and I asked for options. So what we were doing not too long ago, we were using these cat phone devices with push to talk over voice, and it works. The only thing is getting people to use it. And I can tell you on my tests with the youth that I have access to, it was almost impossible to get them to even push the button, push the button's a different color, but they couldn't push it because they were scared or they felt weird about talking on the phone in public. And so I asked T-Mobile. I said, "Hey, let's try this." And they had the trust and confidence in me to experiment. And so what we did was we have integrated push to talk into a tablet device, so the person can actually do work on the tablet. And if they need to call in or communicate with somebody, it's like the walkie-talkie style. It has directories and a dispatch console and GPS, and you can actually push to talk as you're working and send locations, send images right away in real time, and it'll go right through the cell phone tower. And not only that, folks, it has priority. So unlike a phone call or a text message, these push to talk signals, because the way they're set up, have different tunnels as they communicate and make connections directly with the cell phone towers. So they bypass a lot of this other protocols, and they are not necessarily vulnerable to even being hacked as a result of the layer or the spectrum they're on. This is the future, folks. This is the future, and I wanted to share this with future clients and friends out there that work in my field. Right now, I'm looking at these smaller tablets, but there's much smaller tablets, nearly the size of some of the smartphones. And what I'm working on is I'm looking for acquiring a 16-inch tablet, do away with the computers, the desktop stuff, and operate your dispatch with either Android or iPhone, iOS systems with this stuff integrated in it. So then, like for instance, if you have emergency dispatch set up in a command center, now you don't have to worry about all the wires and all the headaches. You just put these tablets up, and you have communications directly to the tablet, and they can multitask and do other things on that device as if it were a laptop computer. And sometimes you have more advantages because you're working with different types of applications. And believe it or not, we can create applications that are molded or formed or created focused on your niche, your need. So like your small police department or fire department, you can get all this stuff, these applications, cell phone style, iOS, IoT technology applications, upload it into their Apple side or the Play Store side, and you can get all that uploaded to a point where you can make a tablet one emergency operations control center for an emergency for somebody who's operating out in the field. You put two or three of these together in an emergency situation, and you have yourself a lot of power. I'm actually starting to throw away old desktop stuff and laptops because of this, because the technology has moved so fast to a point that there is no need for that stuff anymore. It's amazing. So I wanted to share this with you, and I'm gonna give you one more. I had to test this with my son because he likes technology when it comes to video games, right? But when it comes to doing a little bit of work or communicating with dad, something always gets in the middle. And this test is proof of concept. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Ready? Yes, sir.
I just wanted to make sure that this works. How do you like it? Okay, 10-4 out. Thank you for the test. Can't go wrong with this, folks. And this type of system, something like this, can work cross borders, internationally, or in any backyard. And you can really set up your team with the right type of equipment for the right time for any type of crisis or public safety venture. This is only available on a business plan. Those friends of mine and people out there that are operating security businesses or in the law enforcement, corrections, or some type of military fields, really take a look at this, because there may be some options here that can be compatible to your needs. T-Mobile didn't pay me to make this video. I'm making this video because I believe it's the right time to share it, and I feel it's not soon enough, because we got to get ahead of this, and something as simple as having the right technology when you need it could save lives. Talk to you guys soon, and look forward to those comments.